Oh, welcome. I did not go live for 2 days because my phone would not turn on for 2 days. And I was just on my computer looking for a way to go live on the desktop. And I got to the point in a video where it said to download 2 different apps that all of a sudden I hear my phone buzz. Bzz. I'm ready. So I took the opportunity to immediately go live with you, even though I don't even have an instrument to play right now. But I just feel so grateful to be here right now because I've been thinking about all of you and wanting to share this space and this time, and not being able to, and having so much I wanted to share over the past couple days. So thank you, technology, for deciding to work today. And thank you for being patient and understanding. I hope that you're well. I hope that things are starting to get brighter if they weren't already. I have so many things to share. I don't know where to begin. But I guess I'll start with just a little check-in. Let y'all know that have you ever all of a sudden looked at your life and looked at the things that are happening to you, and all of a sudden it's like so much better, and you look back and you realize that you were going through a super hard time and you had so many challenges, but because you're in the middle of it, you didn't have that awareness of oh, I'm being tested right now. Well, that's what I just experienced, and it's like I finally broke through this final gateway, and I did it. And I can't even really put my finger on what it was that shifted, but it was really big because I feel more inspired and grounded and happy and grateful and blessed than I felt in months, and hopeful, optimistic and different kind, because if you're watching this, if you've watched any of my videos, y'all know that I'm positive with a stubbornness. Almost like a unrealistic positivity. And I acknowledge that, and it's a tool that I use to keep myself going. But now I actually I genuinely feel excited to wake up tomorrow. And for those of you who don't know, most mornings I wake up in the past couple months, I wake up and it's so hard to even get out of bed. It takes me an hour to do enough yoga and meditation to actually gather my energy enough to start the day. So now this feeling that I have, which I really feel started just a few days ago, this feeling of excitement, the possibility of a new day, what could happen, what adventures might it bring, what new possibilities might it unveil. That feeling has been absent and it's here again. And that to me is so exciting and fulfilling. And I just I feel so grateful to feel it. I feel so blessed to feel it again. And for anyone who's watching who doesn't feel that way, and who maybe has never felt that way since they were a little child, I really hope that this message is inspiring to you, because I've been there, and I want you to know that it is possible to get back to that feeling. And it may not be tomorrow, and it may not be next month or next year, but the little things that you're doing every day, working on yourself, showing up, that's moving you closer. And that's a message to me too, because I can imagine a future time when, I'm in that lower vibrational bandwidth again. And maybe this is just, me peeking over that right now, just for a brief moment, to share it with you, to share it with me, so that we remember it's possible. Thank you. Today was one of those days where, oh, welcome. Glad you're here. I woke up this morning after 2 hours of sleep. My alarm woke me at 6 a.m. I jumped out of bed, and I had my first ever swim race that I'd ever done. And so typical of me, it was a 3.5 mile race, and that was my first ever race in the ocean. Around like Keys, super deep, big waves, but fortunately there were tons of volunteers to help keep us safe. And I didn't train. I just showed up, and it was amazing. And I think it was just something so practical as like, I'm gonna do this thing that I've never done before, I don't know if I can do, and I'm just gonna do it, not even with the expectation of even being able to do it, but just to try it out and just to see what it's like. That kind of play of, okay, I've never tried this, maybe it'll be fun, I'm gonna do it. And the ability to go into something like that without holding on to expectations and fear of failure and shame and what will people think, because that kept on coming, like, oh my god, like a couple times I thought I was literally the last person, and I like asked the people, like, am I the last person? They were like, oh no, calm down, you're not the last person. You're fine. That ability is a gem. It is a tool. It is something to be cultivated. Personal recommendation, would recommend 10 out of 10, because what it did was it affirmed for me that it's possible to voluntarily put ourselves into new situations that open us to new possibilities, that change our understanding of what we are capable of, and expand it. And it's almost like this domino effect. Because once we do it once, we realize that we can do it again, over and over and over again. and we train ourselves in our mind to have a broader understanding and conception about our own capabilities, our own capacities. So now I'm wondering, okay, wow, like what if I started swimming all the time? It felt so good today. And then, and to continue the story, I swam this crazy race, and then I went and I played 3 games of volleyball, and then I went and worked for 8 hours, and I felt amazing. And here it is, 1 a.m., and I still feel energy enough to be sharing all this with you. And it's like, how is that even possible? I don't even know. But the fact that it is so exciting to me. It's like, well, what else is possible? What else are we capable of that we don't even realize we're capable of? If we get past the things in our mind that say, that's impossible. If I would have finished that race and been like, oh, I only slept 2 hours, I really need to take a nap. I'm going to crash. I'm going to be exhausted for work. And had all these ideas about it. I might have missed out on this experiment that proved to be really eye-opening, and I learned so much about myself. The power of positive thinking, the power of confidence in ourselves, and maybe not even really in ourselves. I guess for me, it was a confidence in, I felt like in my own trust, in the feeling that I get, in the feeling that I feel like comes from an inner knowing, coming from the universe, God, creator, whatever it is that we want to call that. But the connectedness, the higher intelligence, the vibrational resonance of everything. Yes, hippie buzzwords, sorry if I lost y'all there, but confidence and trust in a knowingness that I am capable of doing these things that I feel called to do. And if I wasn't capable of doing them, I wouldn't feel called to do them. Or if I thought that I was called to do them and I was wrong, that when I try to do them, it's not going to work. There's going to be obstacles in the path that are like, oh, no, wrong way, detour, go that way. And that's really all experiential. That's really all, probably all, but that's something, that's wisdom that's been learned by me in this life, just through experiencing it over and over and over again, of seeing, oh, I felt that I could do this thing, but it wasn't actually coming from my path, but maybe it was there to get me to this. And the reason that it's all valid, right? Even when we get if we misunderstand, maybe a message comes to us and we're chasing a desire that isn't really aligned with our best and highest good or purpose, or whatever we're seeking in this life, then we can get sidetracked. But what I've noticed is even those sidetracks reroute us, and even in those sidetracks we can gain valuable things that we can then use to take shortcuts later. So take it or leave it. I'm just expressing from my perspective what I think this reality could be like. And it's really helpful to carry those paradigms or perspectives, little frames of the universe, because they allow us to relax and have faith and trust and confidence in ourselves and in the universe and in our ability to accomplish the things that we most deeply desire to do in this life, which I believe are what will bring us the greatest fulfillment and satisfaction and happiness and peace, and also make the most impact in this world. So that all seemed a little preachy, but maybe it landed with you, if anybody actually watches this. So, I love you. I don't think I have any music in me, but I will share something kind of cool that I learned. Been working on harmonic singing. So it's the ability to sing two notes at the same time by singing one note really deeply, and then other notes will come through based on the way that you shape your mouth or the way that you vibrate the sound in your head. So I've been taking these courses. So I'm just gonna do a little to show you what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna sign off. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but there's some higher pitches, and I'm still just a beginner, so I'm excited to keep sharing as I work on it. But let me know if you heard anything, and if you think that's cool, because I think it's cool, and I would love to geek out about that with you. Okay, I love you.